This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. Here we are. Alright, check this out. It's bracket. It's bracket time.
What is this?
It's bracket.
Oh no.
Yep.
It's bracket time. How'd that one go?
Let's go.
Thanks for that,
There
Will.
we are.
That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
That was
Thank
unannounced.
you.
Unannounced and beautiful.
I think you might have hit your mic a few times as well.
Yep. Well, that's a job for Bradley the Editor when he puts this on together, because here we are. It's bracket episode time, baby.
Oh,
Season
yeah.
2 is come to an end, and we're here. Bracket episode. The last one was pretty fun. Now we're doing it again. How are we feeling about it? How are we feeling?
I think I'm a little bit more unsure of this one than the last one. I reckon.
I agree.
I think last time
It's
there
going to be
was a-
tough.
It was more clear to me, but there's a lot more that are close this time. I think.
There was a lot more big players in that last episode compared to this one. This one's
Yeah,
a
we got a
bit of a mixed
We've got
bag.
a few unknown ones in there. I think we can all agree that Miley Cyrus will probably take it. That's probably the clear favourite.
That's it. I think she's a pretty clear
She's
winner.
the hot favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paying
I think it's
$1.10.
pretty obvious.
That and Toot Toot Chugga Chugga should be neck and neck, I think.
The Wiggles are going deep for
Oh,
sure.
Yeah. D Seattle, get out of here. Wiggles, this is put him straight through. Put him straight.
This is, as I said before, last episode of season 2, and as we did last season, season 3, which will be kicking off next week, we'll have a brand new colour. That's right. See you later,
Woo.
beautiful orange. It's been a good run. But we've got a beautiful new colour coming in and a brand new segment starting next week. So that's going to be freaking dope. Hey, before we get into the episode, we mentioned earlier, Spotify Wrapped, your year in review for Spotify. How did yours look today when that came out?
I forgot to look.
Mine was a bit surprising.
Well, it
You
was
do
your
it- you do
top
it
5
live.
artists, Brad.
Well, I forgot that I listened to Turnover religiously at the start of the year, so I didn't think they would be up there, but they were number 1. And then it was The Strokes, and then Alex G,
Interesting.
then Tame Impala, then The Avalanches. So it's kind of predictable, but I just didn't think Turnover would be at the top. So I lodged 40,000 minutes, and my top genre was rock and roll.
Nice.
Yeah, baby.
You beauty.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Adam,
How'd you go?
Wait, do you listen? How long ago did you start using Spotify, Adam?
Probably I've had it for ages, but I didn't use it properly. I just had the free account on my laptop, and then I got Apple Music until 2 years ago, I think. I'm only just looking at it now because I've been moving all day, but you tell us yours, Will, and I'll be able to tell mine by the end.
All right, yeah, I'll bring mine in. Mine was the most predictable shit it's ever been. It's probably been the same thing for the past 6 years. It was number 1 was Fall Out Boy. Shout out. Number 2 was Jimmy Eat World.
Nice.
3 was Paramore. 4 was Metallica. And 5 was Blink-182. So legit, my favorite bands,
Yes.
unfortunately. My top songs were all just songs that I use when teaching guitar. Such a rot that happens. But
That would ruin.
so Circles by Post Malone was my top song of the year. Good song.
Decent
But,
song.
probably wouldn't have been up there as much if it wasn't for without that.
Yeah. That's all right.
Adam, do you got yours ready to go?
No, it's just putting me through
You can just
millions
speed run through it.
I'm trying to speed run through it, but
Who
I'm just
cares?
who
Should we just
cares?
get back to it?
Well, I'll let you
Just
guys
say
know
it was
later.
Just predict it.
Yeah. Prediction, probably Igor will probably be the top. Still, Stop Played album, and then I'd say followed by probably Avalanches. So the 2 I picked for last season. It's probably what I've kept listening to.
Decent.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, we got no time to spare. Let's get
do
into it. And like we did in season 1 bracket, we're kicking it off with some season 2 awards. Bring that music in. Here we go. All right, let's kick it off with your favorite song from the season 2 albums. Bradley, what are yours?
Okay, I'm going first. I'll do some honorable mentions first. These are all we had a lot of rock albums this season, and there were some great rock songs. You know, we had any song from that Idols album easily. I did Denny Nikeldo just because that's my favorite song off the album. Televised Mind, Fontaine's Roll Your Eyes by Series a couple weeks ago. That was another great song. These all made my personal playlist, but winner, it's got to be the first track off the Pinegrove album, Old Friends.
Ooh, Old Friends.
That song is addicting. Me and my roommate Mitch sing it. He plays it out of his phone every single morning, and we know all the lyrics. That's the best part about it. We know all the lyrics now. So it's oh god, it's good, and it's emotional, personal, and yeah.
I love it. All right,
Yeah.
Adam, what's yours top songs?
My top songs, a couple of them are ones that I already knew I loved, but we've done a lot of albums that are my favorite albums this season. I think I've had a bit of sway on some of them because a lot of my top ones are in there. So I tried not to pick from them because what the things that have like struck out to me are ones I didn't know I loved. So I had Space and Time by Wolf Alice. Weirdly,
Nice.
it's a pretty simple, just a simple rock track, but
Me last year would have been like, yeah, Adam.
yeah.
God, I love that song.
It just
last
sticks in my head. So that one, and then I had Sports by Viagra Boys. I also love that track. I just find it
Wiener Dog.
so funny. Funniest track ever. And then I put in Doubts by Pop and Samaritans by Idols just because, you know, they got to be in there. But yeah, I'll say Space and Time is my top. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hectic. I did a top 3. So, third place, Pristine by Snail Mail.
Go track.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that song rules.
I saw you listen to that a lot this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, the opening track off the Killers album, Sam's Town. The song Sam's Town.
Yeah, that is a good track.
That song was
That's
epic.
Yeah.
So many songs in one. And then number 1 caught me so off guard a couple of weeks back. My Bible is a Scrapbook by Kiss Chasey.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
That just goes so hard. It was just a riff monster, so dirty.
It is good.
And I just didn't expect it. It was brilliant. All right, some good freaking tracks in there. All right,
Yeah.
what about Best Find? So this is the best album that we listened to from this season that we hadn't heard before. So completely new to us. All right, Brad, what was yours?
It's got to be Viagra Boys for me,
Yeah.
I think. There's I looked at all the albums. I think there's, in terms of albums, because we did a lot of albums that everyone's heard of before on this season, but in terms of I had no idea that band existed until Lewis and Brendo brought that in that week.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that they showed it to us because, God, that album rocks. And I can confirm that the Best in Show 2 is coming off the new album. I think it's January or early Jan. They got a new album coming out. So
Hectic. That's cool.
So okay. Best in Show
Right.
2 is on the track list. Crazy.
That's so good. All right, Adam, what's yours?
I was gonna say Viagra Boys as well, and I'm gonna stick with it as well. Yeah, it was the only one that really stuck out.
Yeah, don't need to change.
As I sort of knew who they were just through because I think I'd seen they supported Idols or something somewhere, but I hadn't really done a deep dive, and that freaked me out in a good way. Yeah, it was a very enjoyable week. Yeah.
Yes.
Mine was the first album we did, Polar Bear Club. Sometimes things disappear. The
true.
one Busby brought on.
Yeah.
That was just no wonder I loved that record. It's just Luca Brasi.
Yeah.
It's where they got it from. Also, shout out, honorable mention, Julia
Yes.
Jacqueline album.
Yeah.
And
That was also my honorable mention.
yeah,
honorable
I
mention.
had never listened to the Pine Grove album either, so I'm gonna honorable mention that one. But
Sick.
The quieter stuff.
Adam had very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bringing it in.
it's a bit interesting.
Very good.
I like it. All right, let's do favorite tattoo idea from our Get Inked little segment. I had to like do some searching for this
Yeah,
one.
same.
All right, Brad, what'd you get?
Winner. You may not remember it, but it was with the Metallica versus the Megadeth album, and it was Sainty's little wizard tat.
Yeah.
With,
Oh yeah.
it was I forget, and he's like had big boxing fists or something. I just thought that was just a really cool tat, like in the purple and yellow
the
robes
Megadeth,
as well.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
wizard from Five Magic or something.
Yeah, that song sucked. But
That album's not
tat-
gone far.
the tat
Um,
went really good. And honorable mention was my one from a couple of weeks ago with the Kiss Chasey one, just a little spray can with the
Oh,
old
yeah,
who
yeah.
they'll be next week little tagline. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
nice.
I had yours from that week as well, Brad, but it was the birthday cake from series.
Oh yeah,
I thought that'd be-
that was
That was a
also
good
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah, I thought that'd be sick. Pretty emo. Might actually get it.
Yeah,
But
Sorry, man.
tell you what, the tats this season were really bad. Having to listen back through.
Pretty shit.
Really,
Hey,
like,
we
shockingly bad.
have to pick them up. Like,
Oh.
I'm gonna put some serious effort into them for
Yeah.
season
Brad's are
3.
usually good.
No.
Hearing that first.
Brad's are good, but mine and yours, Will, are both like
Yeah.
almost every single episode were bad.
Yeah,
It's because we don't
I-
put any meaning behind the tats, and they're just
Yeah.
like, think about this.
Yeah.
I think it'll be
Yeah.
easier next season with the new segment,
Yeah,
taking a bit of the load
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what it is later in the show.
Yeah.
Mine was Brad from the Idols, from the Viagra Boys. Your retro Daytona NASCAR like T-shirt
Oh yeah.
to the Viagra Boys 48th annual Texas Tango Dango Brango Club
Yeah.
show with a big truck dog on the front.
Yeah, it's a truck dog.
It's
That-
pretty much just a T-shirt, but
Yeah.
heaps funny.
That is good.
That would
I didn't have any
on.
honorable mentions. I just picked the one for that
Yeah.
one. So moving on. Best pitch. Brought that segment in for season 2. It did its job. It did very well. I had some fun with
Yeah.
it. Brad, what was yours?
I think we got to give our hats off to Joe and Nat from Sputnik
Yeah.
Sweetheart. They probably brought on the two
Yeah.
best movie ideas. I'm going to go with Net's one. It was called Televised Mine, if I remember properly. She weaved all these like references from the album and from the past album in together. Dogrel, the protagonist, I'm fairly sure the name was, which is the old Fontaine's album. So yeah, got to be that one. Very
Cool.
clever.
I was going
Adam?
to say exact same thing. I just said Joe and Nettie's. Both of theirs were they taught us how to actually do it, because they started weaving everything in like they both did, and we were like, that's how you should actually do the segment. Correct. But so I'm not picking the same one. I actually am a fan of one of mine. And it was the broken hungry with Kevin James as a homeless man turned professional eater.
Oh yeah.
That was so good. From the, what was that? The
That was the
Dear
Dear Seattle one.
episode? Dear Seattle and
I
Seattle,
think that is a movie that Kevin James might star in without me even having to interfere. I reckon that might actually happen in real life. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah, that was a good one. I have a bunch of honorable mentions. So, first of all, Adam, your Project X Part 2 movie, Champagne Supernova. Where they just have a party on a different planet. From the Oasis Blur. Noah Church's Pick a Destiny 2, where Jack Black writes the best song in the world, but then has a stroke and can't remember it.
That's got to be one of the
That's
best.
so good. Another one, Brad, your first episode of season 2, your Bug Parade, Honey I Shrunk the Kids
Yes.
/ Grounded / Bugs Life / Toy Story / Saving Private
It
Ryan.
started off so well,
film.
didn't it?
Yeah, but my
then,
favorite one
yeah.
going back was Brad, Mike Tyson love thing, where the guy gets obsessed with wanting to fight Mike Tyson and troubles the world.
That was shit house.
No, such a funny concept.
That
Also,
was it, like one
Adam,
of the-
yours from
yeah.
last week, the Pressure to Party Rock.
Oh
Heaps
yeah,
funny as well.
LMFAO.
That was a great concept.
Biopic.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah,
Just add an extra
heaps
word.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn,
Some
some
good
good ones
ideas
looking
there.
back actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do the worst take. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
What was the worst thing we have said in season 2 that is just wrong? Brad, go now.
Okay. Mine's pretty general, and it's about me as well. Mine's just me just not ever doing the pitch properly. I just never like actually did a plot or anything. I just And the one time I did,
this is about
it was
25% done.
Yeah. Every time I did, it was just stealing like a plot from a movie or a show or a game. So yeah, I never had any actors or actresses in it either.
Hey, that sums it up last week's episode.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a movie. It had no actors. It was a game.
Wasn't even really a
Game.
It
game.
had nothing to do with your name, pressure to party.
Yeah.
That was
So
hilarious.
yeah, I gotta bring it on myself there.
Nice.
All right, Adam, what's yours?
Mine is actually it's a take from Will. It was from the pup episode where you said that if this tour doesn't kill you, would not be a great song without DVP. And
Yes,
I
do remember
didn't
that.
say that. I said it wouldn't be as
as good.
effective as a song.
Nah, it's still effective.
Hey, I stand by that.
That's
I
fair.
stand by
That's fair.
that. Like every time I hear "This Tour Doesn't Kill You" on its own, it doesn't stand out to me as much.
That's
All
fair.
right, mine are about you two just going to town on Oasis on that Oasis episode, which I
Stand by
have
it.
to take some credit for. I didn't love that album as much either, but you boys just shredded
Yeah.
it, and I don't think it deserved what it got.
Nah.
Fair enough.
I think a few too many beers that afternoon.
Nah, fuck 'em.
Yeah, we
You
were
were pretty pissed, Brad.
Who cares?
Yeah, I was.
So was I. But also,
Yeah.
We're at the bowling.
you know what?
Yeah.
They deserve it.
You'll be seeing shortly in the bracket how quickly they go.
Yeah.
I hope.
I've got no love for the Oasis at all.
Well, it's got a tough first matchup, so
Exactly.
we'll see. Before we get into the bracket, though, we got one more award. The Dark Horse. Who do we think could go pretty close or potentially all the way? Who isn't like a 1 or 2 seed? Brad, who do you got?
I've got Julie Jacqueline's Crushing. It has a couple tough first and second rounds, but if we get through that, it could go very deep, I reckon.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I can say that
yeah.
too. Adam, what do you got?
I had the same, but I'll say, even though they're actually, I think they're top tier anyway, but they have a pretty clear run, which is Idols. I think they have like the
Yeah.
first,
Well, they're the second
second
seed.
tier. Yeah, I know, yeah. But they have a very easy run through. But
They
they're,
do.
yeah, I figured that out after I said Julia Jacqueline, because that's the only one I could see.
That's all right.
That was
That's all right, mate.
that's a 10.
I had series, but now looking at who it's going to have to verse probably in the second round, I don't know about series anymore. Drag it down on you. But I'll stick with series. Julia Jacqueline I also had. So let's see. All right, if you're new to the bracket episode and you haven't listened to season 1, I'm just going to run you through how this is going to work. So every album we've covered has been seeded 1 through 32 based on the score that we gave them in their respective episodes. When we had a guest on, or multiple guests, instead of counting their score, we've just included our 3 scores, so out of 30. A bunch of albums got the same score, so a couple of things decide their rankings. So first, if an album won its episode, it would rank higher than an album that didn't, that scored the same score. And if 2 albums got the same score and both won, then it will go on which album was released first. So Metallica, Ride the Lightning, and Wolf Alice, Visions of a Life, both got 23 out of 30, and they both won their episodes. But because Ride the Lightning was released in 83, I think, and Visions of a Life was 2017, Ride the Lightning's the 11th seed, and Visions of a Life is 12th seed. And it'll be a majority rules voting system. So for an album to roll through to the next round needs 2 out of the possible 3 votes. All right, let's get into it.
Let's go.
Let's do
rock.
it. Bracket.
Uh-oh.
Bracket episode, season 2. It's kicking off with the 1 seed, the big dog, Pup. Joe Willis brought that one on. The dream is over. It scored 29 out of 30. It's going up against, oh boy, Bangers by Miley Cyrus with a huge score of 5 out of 30. Oh my God.
And that's
Pup.
a favour.
Yeah. Hey, wait. I gave it a 1 out of 30. Pup has some tracks. If This Tour Doesn't Kill You, DVP, Sleep in the Heat. Bangers, though, how can we forget? Love Money Party. We Can't Stop. Wrecking Ball. Let's just move on, shall we? Pup's going through.
Yeah.
I reckon
Pup's
I
going
reckon
through.
if Miley Cyrus was versing the Wiggles, I would pick the Wiggles.
Same. 100% I would.
Absolutely. If I was picking high five, I'd probably pick high five.
Yeah.
There's not a single album that we have covered, and maybe we'll ever cover, that Miley Cyrus Bangers
That
will
was
be.
by far the worst album I've ever listened to.
Oh boy. All right, let's not waste any time. Let's move on to a better matchup here. All right, so we got 16 versus 17. 16, Clairo's album Immunity got 22 out of 30 against Kiss Chasey. Hymns for the Non-Believer, 22 out of 30 as well. I'm going to kick these things off. Hymns for the Non-Believer had Opinions Won't Keep You Warm at Night, Spray on Pants, Real and Untouched. I'm putting that through. That album, like, legit blew me away in terms of how fat it was. But I know you two didn't really like the whole lyrical content, but I think the music side gets it through for me.
Yeah.
This is maybe the toughest.
Yeah.
One of the toughest matchups.
I find that I don't think it's as easy as that. So I think the songwriting is probably better on Immunity. I think.
I would definitely agree with that.
Because it's got the bells and whistles, but
I just thought Immunity lacked like a few, like it has, you know, Sophia is one of my favourite songs that I've heard this year.
oh god, I should have
But
put that as my
besides
favorite.
that-
Actually, I would have put that up in my. I forgot about that one.
But besides that track, I walked away not really remembering or caring for most of that album. So I don't know. That's just me
Since
personally.
then, like, I've heard Bags everywhere,
Yeah,
and I
same.
can't get enough
It's
of
a
it.
great track.
Yeah.
I was listening back today, Softly as well.
Mm.
That is a great song. That could have been an honorable mention for my fave songs as well. I think if I wanted to like pick with my heart, I feel like I'd probably be Kiss Chasey.
Same.
But with my head, like objectively, I think Claire's more. It's gonna last a bit longer. Even like if we were out of Australia, wouldn't even know about Kiss Chasey.
Probably wouldn't care either.
But probably wouldn't. Yeah. Oh, it's so hard.
I'm just
Adam,
picking.
you go. I can't.
I'm picking on what I
Yeah.
prefer, what I would rather listen to. I'm not picking on what lads outside this country want to hear. I'm sticking with Kiss Chasey.
If I had to pick one song, it'd probably be Opinions by Kiss Chasey. So I might. Oh, Adam, I might flip a coin. Where's the coin?
Brad's about to vomit.
Let's just do it. Let's just go Kiss Chasey. Bugger it.
Okay.
If there's,
Alright.
I feel like it's the right thing to do.
I can't really pick between them, but they're Aussies, so that's the deciding factor for me.
Yeah, bloody true blue,
they're
mate.
Bloody true blue, Aussie boys.
Yeah,
So
Wahoo!
wahoo,
Hey,
they're
All right,
Aussie
let's,
boys. So they're getting through.
let's move on. Let's
Yeah.
move on. All right, 8th seed Lush by Snail Mail, 24 out of 30, going up against last week's
Snail mail.
album, Basic Love by Jane Imagine, 19 out of 30. Yeah,
Adam
it's-
jumped the gun.
let me finish, mate. Yeah, it's Snail Mail though. Pristine, Heatwave, Stick.
Yeah.
Come on. Jane
gotta
Imagine
be-
though, sick
Great
album,
album.
cool band.
But
I've been
But
listening to that a lot
unfortunately-
this week also, and it's gone quite well.
it is good, but it's no snail mail.
It's no Lush by Snail Mail.
No.
You're right.
It is no Snail Mail. All right, we're moving on. Number 9, Hot Water Music, A Flight and a Crash. Busby from Luca Brasi brought that one on. 24 out of 30. Going up against Made for This by JK47.
Ooh.
20 out of 30. First week of Oz Music Month, we did that one.
Mhm.
I really like that JK47 album.
I think
Yeah,
I'm.
but-
these albums are polar opposites. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
it's
pretty hard to
impossible.
compare.
Imagine doing this on like a normal episode.
Oh,
Impossible task.
tough. yeah. I think I like the Hot Water Music album more than the Polar Bear Club. Looking back, I had to listen to them today, and I was like, yeah, this like there's a bit more hard on your sleeve, more up the guts, rough and tumble. So I'll be the first.
It's,
to
yeah,
pick
it's a
that
bit
one.
more raw, and I kind of like it.
Mm.
Even though JK,
I'm
the
going
beats
Hot
are
Water
crazy.
Music on this one.
We're rock and roll boys.
I
We like
might
rock
go
and
it as
roll.
well. Yeah, I do like the JK47 one. It's hard to pick a name
Oh.
because they're completely.
If we're at a party,
different.
a big party,
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
put that on.
another one of the JK47, one of those albums, have had a better first round matchup, but unfortunately, it's bowing out in the first round. All right, here we go. Number 4, Pine Grove, their album Cardinal, 25 out of 30 against Rust in Peace by Megadeth, 16 out of 30.
Quickly.
Quickly
Yeah.
Mangrove.
Cardinal.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Megadeth was shit.
That if we did a disappointment award, it's going to Megadeth.
Oh,
What
God,
a disappointment that
that's-
album was looking
That was
back.
such a disappointing week.
God, it's sad.
Who wants to buy that off me on vinyl for $12?
Big surprise!
Jokes, I'm
Whoever
keeping it,
wins,
obviously, why
whoever
would I
wins
give
the final record, you're actually just getting that.
You actually did it.
Oh, we forgot to mention that. Yeah, we're giving away a
Yeah.
record, but actually, you're just getting Megadeth Rust in Peace, 2 years old,
Yeah.
used,
Dusty.
scratch on the top.
Used and shit.
Yeah. Holy Wars by Megadeth though, track and a half.
Yeah.
But anyway, bowing out. All right, 13th seed, Remo Drive. Their album Greatest Hits, 23 out of 30 is going up against Race Car Blues by Slowly, 21 out of 30. This is a good matchup.
I was not here for that ep as well. So
No, you
I'm
were
gonna
not.
let
Did
guys-
you listen to
guys
Race
can,
Car Blues though?
Oh yeah, God yeah. Yeah, I had a good listen. I'm going to let you guys choose though because you guys are actually there for it. And I'll be the decider if need be.
All right.
I think I'm probably gonna go.
Damn.
Even though I did like the Slowly album, I'll probably go with Remo Drive just because that. I mean, if we were going up against any other Remo Drive album, Slowly would take the win.
Yeah.
But Remo Drive did just absolutely fluke it on their first go.
They
and
struck gold, you could say.
that album's like, it's pretty, like, crazy good for a first go.
Yeah.
Whereas I think
Yeah.
Slowly is still good, but yeah, Remo Drive has just got a lot more character, I guess. Not character,
That
but like
Greatest Hits is like one of the best, like top, freaking emo punk albums to come out in the
absolutely.
last 20 years.
Yeah,
So,
probably top.
yeah, I'm
top
going
five,
Greatest Hits.
Easy. Yeah, we'll go Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, now we're moving on. After I write it down. All right, so series, the 5th seed, Drag It Down on You, 25 out of 30 is going up against Blur and their self-titled album, which got 17 out of 30 in the Britpop episode. Damn, that series album has some damn good songs. Laundry Echo,
That takes it.
Roll Your Eyes.
Series has got it for sure. Has to.
Yeah.
It does. It's got my
It does.
vote.
It's
Blur,
so good.
unfortunately, that album was a bit of a miss for me.
Pretty-
I can't
pretty disappointing as well.
remember a track off it.
Yeah, I can remember Beetle Bum just reading it.
And song
Like, if I
two.
didn't read it, I wouldn't even remember it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and song too.
And yeah,
Doesn't count.
that's true. All right, cool. Last one on this left-hand side. Let's do it. Wolf Alice, the 12th seed, Visions of a Life, got 23 out of 30. It's going up against Disintegration by The Cure. The Vacations boys brought that one on. Got 20 out of 30. Easy one for me again. Wolf Alice is going through for me.
Cool.
That Cure album, while I can see it's, a classic in some people's eyes, I didn't hear it early enough in my life to think that. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
I could tell why it's
Yeah.
a classic. It's a lot of new sounds, but
For
I
sure.
think maybe you're right in that you may have had to hear it like at the time it came out, and also like when you were young
Well, not
and
that,
weren't
but-
exposed to as.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of like, I don't know. It's well written, but I don't get as much enjoyment out of it as I do with the Wolf Alice album.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brad,
I agree.
you in agreement?
Yep.
All
Wolf
right.
Alice.
Let's move on to the other side. We got the 2 seed, a big player in this bracket. Idols. Joy is an act of resistance. Got 27 out of 30, a damn hot score. Now, it's going up against Purpose by Justin Bieber. 12 out of 30.
12.
A measly 12. Damn.
Yeah.
Never Fight a Man with a Perm by Idols could beat this whole Justin Bieber album.
You're right. And it would.
And it does. Goes straight through.
Yeah, let's move
And
on.
it is.
And it
There it
is.
Unfortunately for all JB fans
Yeah.
out there, it is bowing out. He's bowing out in the first round. All right, move on. No time to waste because this is a matchup and a half. The 15th seed, Dear Seattle, and their album Don't Let Go, 22 out of 30, is going up against Toot Toot by the Wiggles with 21 out of 30. So the Wiggles, on one hand, you got Wahoo, hey, I'm combing my hair today. Toot Toot Chugga, Big Red Car, Dorothy the Dinosaur.
Yep. A lot of good tracks.
I'm going Dear Seattle, by the way.
Oh, we have
Obviously,
to go Dear Seattle. We have to go. I don't know why we're pondering this. It's
Hey.
Dear Seattle, but
I'm just
Well,
taking the piss.
I feel like
I'm sure they wouldn't mind bowing down to him. Like,
Nah.
Like, it is Australian
it's Australian royalty.
classic.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I love that album anyway.
Yeah.
There you go.
John Bradlam's made it.
John Bradlam. Oh my god.
God, I hate that song. Dorothy. Anyway.
Psychotic. All
Yeah.
right, yeah, let's move on. We're pumping through it. So we got number 7 seed, the Killers, and they're out in
Ooh.
Samstown. Got 24 out of 30. Going up against Pony by Rex Orange County, 19 out of 30. Pony for me was another disappointment.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd say Samstown's going through for that one for sure.
If we put Apricot Princess over
I'd
this one,
I'd probably pick
I'd be picking
Apricot.
that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But
I'd say so
Samstown
too.
was a refreshing hit of mid 2000s, like epic
It
rock.
was, yeah.
It was a good-
It
it was-
really
yeah.
was. Like there was so many good freaking bass and synth lines on that
Yeah.
album.
For sure.
Couple of good songs on Pony though, like 10 out of 10, Face to Face.
Face to face, it's good.
Yeah,
But overall, too much Sony money.
yeah, too much
Mhm.
Sony money
Cooked
for
it.
sure.
Too much Sony money. All right, now we got the battle of some European bands. Viagra Boys from Sweden. Wait, they're from Sweden, aren't they?
Yeah, the land
Sweden?
of Ikea.
Technically,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, anyway. Streetworms. Their album, 24 out of 30. It's going up against Fontaine's DC and their recent album, A Hero's Death, 20 out of 30.
I'm gonna go Viagra Boys there. Myself, I found the Fontaine's album was good. I did enjoy it, but the Viagra Boys album just has way too much character. I feel like Viagra Boys are they're Fontaine's
It's
DC.
undeniable.
If Fontaine's DC didn't take themselves so seriously, and I've definitely I find that more enjoyable. Fontaine's it's good, but it can get pretty grim. Whereas Streetworms is just a really weird party.
Yeah. But it's a party
we
you
all
want
love
to
a
be
weird
at.
party.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm going
Uh,
Viagra Boys as well.
I completely back your answer. Viagra Boys going through. All right, the 3rd seed, Busby from Luca Brasi brought this one on. 3rd seed, pretty high. I got 25 out of 30. Polar Bear
That's
Club, Sometimes Things Just Disappear, against Celebrate by High Five, 13 out of 30.
Let's have an actual discussion.
All right.
Because, get this. No, I'm kidding. There's nothing to discuss here. Move along.
Yeah, Polar Bear Club's going
Easy
through.
peasy.
Yeah.
High Five just wasn't that good. Also, it's a kids' album. It was all about going out and going to the club,
Stupid.
getting on it.
This is a stupid album.
Yeah, and what was the line about swimming like a
it was
swimming
so
like a
stupid.
freaking what fish was it?
I wouldn't give it to
some
my
like
kids.
dumbass fish.
That's for sure.
No chance. All right, we're near the end of the first round matchups. Now we
Whoa,
got this is a good
this
one.
is a good one.
14th seed Briggs. His album Shep Life got 22 out of 30. Is going up against Clean by Soccer Mummy, 21 out of 30. I really like this Briggs album.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna back Briggs as
Yeah.
well. I think I
might pick it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Soccer Mummy was good, but it was good, but it didn't like blow me away. Whereas the Briggs album is like that's definitely. I'm not really
It's
usually
important. Felt important.
It's important, and I'm not usually a fan of Aussie hip hop, but I was a big fan of that. It was it's really
It's
good,
so epic.
so epic, yeah.
Or it just felt so much. It felt so much different to every other type of Australian hip
So-
hop that I've heard.
So aggressive, very aggressive album. It was sick.
Cool. We going Briggs?
Yeah,
All right, he's going through. Alrighty, here we go. Number 6, Julia Jacqueline Crushing, 25 out of 30, is going up against What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis, 18 out of 30.
That came 27th. That is
Yeah.
crazy. That's so good.
yeah.
That's great that it did that.
I just don't know about that.
Gallagher brothers can get fucked. Tag at the Gallagher brothers. I want to
seriously
start
am
a
considering
dispute.
going Oasis.
I want to really.
I know you're both going Julia Jacqueline, but that Oasis album is really not as bad as what you boys
Yeah,
said
but
on
it's
that
definitely
It's
not
but
good.
It's not as great as people think it is.
It's just not that good. It's like it's not. And Crushing is. I think
Great.
Crushing is probably in my top 3 or 4 of this whole season. So that's an obvious win for me.
You might break Will's heart in the next round, I reckon. If it goes through. which it
No. He won't. I already know it's not going. I already know. All right, fine. Julia Jacqueline's going through.
will. Yeah.
Metallica, the 11th seed, 23 out of 30 with their album Ride the Lightning, is going up against Masterpiece by Big Thief, 20 out of 30. You know who I'm going. I'm going Metallica.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm also on Metallica.
Yeah, I'll back you up there.
Yeah.
There's There's too many metal classics on that album for it not to go through.
Yeah. Big Thief was
Big
still
Thief.
good though.
Still goes strong, but
But I found
that song Masterpiece.
Yeah.
Goes crazy.
I put Big Thief in the same category. It was similar. It did a similar thing as like Soccer Mummy did as well, where I was like, I liked it, but I didn't like. I don't really remember it that well.
Didn't go back.
No, I don't remember either of them very well.
There are a few albums like that actually that I liked, but I just won't really
Yeah,
go back
just
to.
didn't stand out.
Yeah.
But
And most of them have bowed out in the first round.
yeah,
Jeez.
And you know what that means? It's second round time, baby. Now things get a little bit more interesting.
Let's do it.
All right. Alrighty. The first seed, Pup, is going up against Kiss Chasey, Hymns for Non-Believer. So Pup's out and The Dream Is Over. I'm going The Dream Is
yeah,
Over.
you got it.
Like that
It'd be
album,
rude if we went
from
to
top to
Kiss.
bottom, is just really, really solid. Kiss Chasey album, I gave it a 9 out of 10. Like, this would go deep on my personal bracket. But that's not what we're doing, is it?
No.
So Dream Is Over.
Easy.
Yeah, easily.
Oh.
Yeah.
We haven't had too many qualms with each other yet. I'm
No,
just,
it's
I'm,
been good.
I'm waiting.
They're
I'm
coming.
waiting.
Yeah. There will be some. Here we go.
Last episode, it was just you two ganging up on me
Yeah,
every
it
single
might be
time.
the
It'll be the
Same,
same thing.
Yeah, of course it will be. All right, that's cool. I know my place. I know. All right, let's do the next one. We got Snail Mail, her album Lush against Hot Water Music, A Flight and a Crash. This is like
Tough.
I think I know what you two are going.
Yeah.
Say it. Come on,
It's
say
Snail
it.
Mail.
We're going Lush.
Yeah.
I would
One
also
of the-
go Lush on this one.
One of the best albums of 2018.
Easily.
Going up against a great album, but in 5 years' time, I'm going to be listening to Snail Mail for sure.
Yeah,
I think-
same.
Hot Water Music was another one of those bands that if I got into a few more years ago, that might have been one of my like favorites. I probably
And-
still can get into them. It's never too
Yeah.
late.
Oh, yeah.
I probably will by the time
Absolutely.
I'm 30.
But I think
But,
Hot Water
yeah.
Music, I loved that album, and I loved the other one that Busby brought in as well. But both of them, because they're like a little bit older, they're not that old, but there's been a lot of bands that sound the same now, so it doesn't stand out as much to us. I don't think we've already gotten used to
You're right.
that sort of music. But there you go, Snail Mail for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty, moving down. All right, I like this matchup.
This could have been its own app for sure.
Yeah, Pine Grove Cardinal against Remo Drive's album Greatest Hits. A couple of our like very most listened to in the car. I don't know, I really don't know.
I'll say mine.
Uh,
I'm going Pine Grove.
Yeah, I'm gonna back you up there. I think just
It's-
if you'd asked me before we did both those apps, I may have actually gone Remo Drive. But when I deep dived into Remo Drive a little bit more and wasn't listening to it on a surface level, I wasn't as into it as I thought I was. Whereas Pine
For
Grove,
sure.
listened to it again
Has
and I
layers.
was like,
Yeah.
nah, this is still so good. So, yeah, that's mine.
I'm in love with this album
Well-
at the moment, so I think I'm always going to pick it.
What about you, Will?
The song, I could have tossed a coin, hey?
Yeah.
I was thinking Greatest Hits, but after you just said that, I just thought about how well those songs are written and the lyrics on that Pine Grove album.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So, yeah, I would have gone Pine Grove as well,
Yeah.
actually.
nice.
That's a sweep, baby. Sweep it. All right, so we're doing series Drag It Down on You versus Wolf Alice Visions of a Life.
Oh.
My dark horse series. I'm going series. I think
Yeah,
that album to me has more hooks that I want to go back to than that Wolf Alice one. Whereas the Wolf Alice album, is like very experimental. And
Yeah, it's more of an
intriguing.
interesting listen, I'd say.
yeah.
But in terms of the lyrical content and the emotional impact, I'd say series for sure.
yeah.
I'm going series.
I'll say the same. Series makes me want to cry. It's so sad.
Yeah.
That's a big
In a good
They're one of the
in a
best.
good way. Yeah.
Stand near the stage and just point the whole set.
Point your
bands.
hand up. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Alrighty, moving on the other side. Let's do Idols, Joys and Actors Resistance against Don't Let Go by Dear Seattle, the 2 seed.
Poor D. Seattle.
I'm
I think
sorry.
the
They
boys
could've
in
gone
Dear
third
Seattle,
there. Yeah.
we love you. We love Bray. He does our artwork. If you need anyone to do some fresh art, fresh designs, hit him up. But unfortunately,
You got a tough matchup.
you won't be
here.
hearing their name anymore because Idols is going through. I think that Idols album is track after track of just intensity and really, really well put together songs and kind of funny.
Yeah.
But
That's
so I'm going Idols.
For me, Joys and Act Resistance is like one of the best albums, full stop, of like the last 10 years probably. So that's a tough one for DC Idol to live up to, unfortunately. Idols straight away.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, so Idols going through. We're moving down. We got the Killers. Their album Sam's Town is going up against Streetworms by Viagra Boys. I'm interested to see what you guys
This
say.
is tough.
That is tough, actually.
I think just judging on what I've been listening to more, I'm going to go Viagra Boys. Even though Sam Sam may be like a better put together album or more impressive album even, I think going back to Viagra Boys multiple times. Been watching their live sets a lot recently as well.
So funny,
And the fact I'm so keen for their new album.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be them for me.
I'm going Sam's Town. I
Here we
think
go.
there are some incredible songs, and I don't know why that album's not more talked about. Yeah, I was gonna pick them for the dark horse, and then I saw their next round matchup, and I was like, nope. But yeah, I'm going Sam's Town. All right, Adam.
Oh.
Here we go, a decider.
There we go.
This is what we're here for.
It's 1-1.
Holds it. Holds it. Holds it.
Holds it.
I've actually liked both of these albums a lot since we finished up both of them. I've gone back. The Killers have big bangers, big banging bangers. That,
Centre back to midfield. Back to centre
but
back.
Viagra Boys are way more interesting as far as like conceptually. Yeah, fuck it. Viagra Boys are going through it. Sorry, Will.
Shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I think
Nah, that's
I
fine.
think they'll stand the
I'm
test of
chill,
time.
I'm chill.
maybe.
Yeah.
What?
But-
Wait.
probably
Let's
won't.
just hold on. You think the Viagra Boys
The
album
Killers already have stood
that
the
album will
test of time.
stand the test of
For-
time
for
more
me.
than the Killers
For
album?
me,
Sam's Town.
yeah.
Okay, for you. All right.
In my world, probably definitely not
Fair
in
enough.
the world. but
Nah, yeah.
but for me, yeah,
Which
I think
one?
I'll probably keep listening to that more.
All right, fair enough.
Fair.
All right, let's move on. Polar Bear Club. Sometimes things just disappear. Going up against Shep Life by Briggs. Another interesting matchup in terms of they are not the same at all.
Nah,
But I really, really, really like this Polar Bear Club album. Like, there were just some... It's just... I love Luca Brasi, and being able to hear that album with Busby was like, oh, true, this is where you get it from.
Yeah.
And I just instantly loved him. And the guitars
Right.
are unreal, and the riffs, different time signatures, everything that I love about, like, different punk rock music. So, yeah, I'm going Polar Bear Club.
I don't like. I really liked it.
But I did really love the Briggs album.
I really like the Polar Bear Club album too, but I prefer Luca Brasi though. Like I think
same.
they're better, way better than the two albums.
They're
they
the
brought in.
evolution.
They're the evolution, and they're much better. And I think that if
Yeah.
it was Luca Brasi versus Briggs, I would go Luca
Here we
Brasi,
go.
but I probably wouldn't. I'd put Briggs up there. I'd say it's
All right, here we go. Another decider, baby. Brad, bring it
it's more
home.
interesting.
Sheesh. See, I'm
once again,
because I had
I'm
no idea.
pretty
he was
chill
gonna
about
pick.
this.
Yeah. Oh, this is hard. Briggs Shep Life. That's a part of Australian history, like Australian music history, right there. That he brought issues to the surface in the music world, and he is a god, Australian music
Yeah.
legend because of it. Polar Bear Club. I didn't really go back to it.
Yes.
And so it happens again.
Again, we've opened up the
but-
floodgates.
But maybe that's my fault because I should have, because like it's pretty unfair just because this is like the Shep Life was a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Did you go back to
happened
Shep Life?
quite quick. Not really.
So you
But
can't use that.
I
then
know what-
as a-
yeah.
as a reasoning.
I know it's like I couldn't tell you one little hook from that. Oh, it's so hard. Fuck it. Shep life.
Yeah.
Going in.
You just want to do it.
It's
You
more
just-
important.
It is more
It's
important.
way more important.
It is.
Prior to the episode, it's like you've just sent each other a little message like, you know what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what's up.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Nah, like the first season, I had like some of my favorite ever albums in there that you just shut on. So this season, I'm a lot more chill. But
Yeah.
looking at this next matchup, this could get pretty upsetting. I already know how it's ending. Julia Jacqueline, her album Crushing, who's going up against Metallica, Ride the Lightning.
Oh, no.
All right, boys. Do you need me to tell you why it's
Yeah,
Metallica?
can you give us an essay first before I break your heart?
I don't want to
No,
go
no,
into detail
go
just
for
to
it.
do that. No, wait. First of all,
Both write some essays.
Okay.
you already know who you're going,
decide
Brad.
who win. No, I don't.
You
I do
already
not.
know who you're going.
I don't. No, I actually really don't. I'm being serious.
All right, fine. Let's start off with one of the best songs, "For Whom the Bell Tolls," off that Metallica album. One of the
It is
best,
now, it
if
is,
not
it is.
the best. Up there with, I put that bass line in the top two with
It
Longview
is
by
good.
Green Day.
It is good. Okay.
They're the best two bass lines of all time. The lyrics don't come in for like 2 minutes, and when it does, it's just like, haha, yes. And then it's just the most simple song. What a simple song, but it's so big. It's their best song live as well. Let's move forward. Ride the Lightning, the title track. It's got like a 3-minute guitar solo. It's like 3 minutes, and it's an interesting guitar solo. I know they do the same solos on every song, but this one's good. And like when the bass and the drums are syncopated at the start, like track. I mean,
You're
the
right.
mix. There's a couple of weird things in the production, like weird devil laughs. I don't know what they were thinking in the early '80s, but it's got some damn classics on there. It's no Master of Puppets, but it's very, very close.
I agree.
The floor is yours.
The instrumentation in the Metallica album is obviously pretty unparalleled. It's sort of up there with, well, it like kind of one of the starting albums for metal. Very influential. Crazy guitars. I just don't Crushing. I don't really care. It's cool, but it's just.
Far out. That's not a reason. Give me some reasons why Crushing is better.
Ask me at age 12 years old, when I'm after the bells and whistles, which I think is what Will likes, is the bells and whistles. He likes the big flashy
do to this
objects.
day.
Don't have to think too much about him.
Don't do this to him.
I'm a materialistic person.
Yeah, and I feel like that's fair enough, and
Got the Apple Watch.
I respect that. But I feel like the Julia Jacqueline album is just the songwriting. She's a true professional. All the structures, nothing's going too long, and her different perspectives on breaking up are just, I don't know. I found them a lot more compelling, and I've gone back to that album, and I cannot say that I've gone back to Ride the Lightning at all.
Okay.
But
Adam's
What do you
gone-
mean
Adam's
you've gone
gone
back
Julia
to it? We've only listened to it last week, but I know what you mean. All right, Brad.
I'm going Metallica. Don't worry.
Do it.
Will.
Are
going
you?
Metallica. Yeah. It's one of the two best thrash metal albums of all time.
yeah, that's true.
One of the top
Let's
3
go.
metal
I
albums
did
of
not
all
expect
time.
that.
It's all good. I got you back. Don't worry.
Fuck. Any reasoning
on.
behind that? Just because
Um,
of what you
it's-
said before?
it's cemented its place in history from 30? How many years old is it now? Heaps.
That's true.
Almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
And it's still one of the best.
Fucking
metal
hell.
albums of all time.
37 years old. That's insane.
It's very
Yeah.
old.
Don't
They've
worry.
been- they've been
Don't
around
worry
for a
Sam.
while. All right, Brad.
There you go, Sandy.
Boys,
feel
I
love?
actually can't wipe this smile off my face. Everyone listening, imagine a big smile. That's what's on my face right now. I was going to say, Brad, if you went Julia Jacqueline, I was going to say, well, when James Hetfield comes on the show, you got to tell him what you believe. So, spoiler, season 3, James Hetfield from Metallica. All right, moving on. we have the top 8. We're down to the
Crazy 8.
The crazy. That's it. The crazy 8. All right, let's start at the top. The Dream Is Over by Pup. The 1 seed is going up against Lush by Snail Mail.
Ooh.
Oh. It's the last girl in there too. Go away, predictable
Fuck, it
boys.
is too.
Last female.
Very predictable.
Uh,
It's Pup.
I think I'm going Pup.
I have
But
to
not
go
by
Pup.
as much as what I thought I
No,
would.
it's by a bloody. It's by a bee's dick, mate. It's very
You're right.
it's a
it's
B.
close. Yeah, it is B.
But
But
it's close.
but I do love that sound. No, it's Pup. I like it.
It is Pup. It's Pup because Dream Is
good.
Over. It's just so consistent. Like
Yeah.
Lush, there is a few parts that I think could have been
No.
either replaced or
I don't reckon
on the
I
cutting
think-
board.
I think it's just as consistent, but I think Pup has just had on all of our lives, has had a bigger impact. So,
Yeah.
It's got
All
it.
right, Brad.
Yeah,
What were you gonna
I
go?
wouldn't say the consistency. That Snail Mail album is
yeah, it's
perfect
track
all the way
after
through.
track. Yeah.
It's just what you like more, I think, and I think we all like the Pup one more.
Yeah.
And I love that Snail Mail album.
Yeah,
you don't have to I don't have to tell you that. So
No.
it means a lot that that's winning because that's it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is like the best matchup ever. Pinegrove Cardinal against Drag It Down on You by Series. Where do we
Tough.
begin?
Tough. I'm going Pinegrove. How about that?
Any reasoning why? They're very similar. Like these two would have been good
yeah.
for their own episode.
This one a great episode. I think the songwriting and lyricism is just truly spectacular, and it's so concise. Was it 8 tracks, 9 tracks?
8, yeah.
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 I
just
do love a
bang,
short album.
Done. Put it on again.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I listen to Pinegrove. That's all I need to say.
Yeah.
Series, great album, just not as good as Pinegrove.
I think I was going to go Pinegrove as well.
I'm going to say the same. It's even just like lyrically in that it has words in it that I don't even know. Like he's so well written that I've had to look up what the words he's saying mean before, which you don't get that a lot in punk music. No.
You get an education from Cardinal.
You do. Yeah. No, that's a great
All
album.
right, Pinegrove going through.
Going in.
Yeah.
Huge. This is shaping up to be some pretty tasty little top 4 action. Idols versus Viagra Boys. This is the episode we did. We did this. Idols,
Yes.
Joys, Active Resistance versus Viagra Boys, Streetworms. We did it with Lewis and Brennan from Blue Velvet, our very dear friends. And I don't think... Do we need to talk about this much more? Because we know Idols won that episode.
Yeah. No, it's the winner. Yeah. My mind hasn't changed. I
And
still
it's
love
closer
that
than you
Viagra
think,
Boys.
I think, as well.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
I think it's closer now than what it was when we did the episode.
Sure. Because we
For
didn't
sure.
get Viagra Boys at the start.
Nah.
And I was kind of early into Idols back then. I didn't really get them either, but after understanding them both, it's still Idols.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Idols. It's Idols.
Yeah.
They're going through. And now we have...
Yeah.
What a matchup. Shep Life by Briggs. Bit of an underdog. This could have been the
Yeah.
dark horse. And now it's
Good
going
run.
up against Metallica, Ride the Lightning. Is anyone... Who's breaking my heart this time around?
I'll say Metallica this time.
Yeah.
I'll probably
It's-
say
I'm going Metallica, but
Me too.
Briggs had a very, very good
Yeah,
run.
that's a very good run.
Unfortunately, he's just come
Fucking-
up against one of the best bands of the last ever.
Best band. I don't know.
Best band. I don't know about that.
Okay, serious. What? So you wouldn't? No, I'm just
Best-
being like
best
in
thrash
terms of
band.
legacy.
Best metal band. Yeah.
No,
best
I
metal
didn't say
band.
the best. I said one of. They've been around for
One of the
40 years.
best.
They got to be in the conversation.
I can think of 50 bands that are better than this.
I prefer,
All right, name them right now.
I prefer Idols.
I couldn't.
I prefer Idols and Pup over Metallica. So there's two
All right,
in this
well, that's a
competition.
little bit of a spoiler. All right, let's. All right, we're in the Fantastic Four. We're in the
Yeah.
Frenzy Four. We're in the Final Four.
The Fatal Four.
Yeah.
That is it. Fatal four-way for the Record Royale Championship. All right, ladder match. Pup, The Dream Is Over, is going up against Cardinal by Pinegrove.
Holy
I'm
moly.
So
Fucking
fucking
hell.
keen to hear some takes. Oh boy.
Poor.
Who's going first? Because I don't want to go first.
I'll go first. God, Pup,
The 1 seed.
the 1 seed. Probably
Top
the
dog.
album that we all think.
We're
would
getting to
win.
the end now. So should we go through a little bit of a track listing of both of them and properly compare?
Yeah, all right.
As like
You
a
want me to
little bit
read
of a-
out.
Okay, better opener goes to Pinegrove. I don't care what you say. Old
Yeah.
Friends is the best track
However, best.
What?
So-
Okay, but this tour doesn't kill you into
Yeah.
DVP.
Yeah,
though.
I just said the best
Best
opener
opening
track.
Okay,
Best
Two
track,
tracks.
okay,
Yeah, yeah. It
But the
is-
best second track is DVP.
Yeah, for sure. Hey,
Yeah.
is it Cradium?
Cadmium.
Cadmium.
yeah.
Sorry.
Cadmium.
That song is still so. I'm going Pinegrove.
good.
Fuck yous. I think it's better recorded. I think there's more depth to what he's saying. Pup, I know it's brilliant, but it doesn't have something that Pinegrove does, and I'm not quite sure what that is. I think
Could be
people
Bull.
deeply communicate with Pinegrove more than Pup.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. I think
I'll go Adam.
You go,
because I'm going Pup just because, and it's not by much. It's only by a whisker. But Pup is everything that I like in music. Like really, really, really fun, energetic. They don't give a shit. They also don't take themselves seriously, and the guitars on it are insanely good. The drums are hectic. The backing vocals are fucking the best. I love it. Lyrics, obviously, Pinegrove take the cake, but Pup is just so much fun. And if I could pick any band to see for like the rest of my life, I would probably pick Pup, and it's because of this album. So I'm going The Dream Is Over. Adam, who you got?
I hate this. Why didn't you let me go second?
I want to get mine out of the way. Yeah.
Just because I knew what I was going, I wanted to make it a bit spicy, baby.
This may decide the whole thing as well. Right?
I don't know,
Two
like-
of my favorite bands.
That's waiting.
I had a Pinegrove shirt on this morning, but I got sweaty. I would be wearing one right now, but I'm not.
So you put your Pup one on instead.
Nah, this is newish ship noises. In fact,
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out. I need to get that page going again.
Pinegrove definitely have better lyrics, and I don't think you can say that you can't like compare the playing because it's different, but it's still like.
Yeah.
Some of the guitars on this Pinegrove album are ridiculous, like the sliding, and it's just a different genre, so it's hard to like. They're both instrumentally very, very impressive. The Pinegrove album has a lot of like time changes and stuff. The drumming's very impressive, but the drumming on the Pup album is also very impressive. God
Even
damn
more
it.
so.
Even more
Yeah.
so. But in saying that, Pinegrove, Pup know how to bring it. And how to bring the punches, but Pinegrove know how to dial it back, and
Yeah.
appreciate the
Yeah.
beauty of things.
You said you were a sook. You said you were a sook last
I'm
week.
a massive
You
sook.
did.
Yeah, but there's a lot of sookiness on both of these albums.
You're
They're
right,
both
you're
sooky.
right.
One of them's just
Yeah.
angry sook, and one of them's just
One of them's
sad,
just loud, yeah.
just quiet sook.
Yeah.
So
So what are you picking? You picking the live show aspect, or are you
Fucking-
picking bed by
Pine-
yourself?
Pinegrove live show would still be incredible. Just wouldn't be
that's true,
passion
yeah.
anymore. Fuck. This is shit.
This is hard.
Yeah, this is. a big one.
It would depend
For
on how
you.
you're feeling on a given day, I reckon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
How's he feeling today?
Pup. I'm gonna go Pup.
Oh, there it
I'm
is.
gonna go Pup. Only because, again, like the only reason it's getting through is just like I keep putting it down to emotional attachment, which is stupid. Oh fuck. Yeah. No, it's Pup. It's Pup. Yeah.
You said it.
Okay.
How predictable the one seed gets through to the grand
Of course,
final.
yeah.
But
That was the
let's
one I
see-
thought that could have beaten it as well.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's see the 2 seed. Let's see if the 2 seed can get through. Idols, Joys, and Active Resistance. Going up against Metallica, Ride the Lightning.
What a run by Metallica.
I did not think Ride the Lightning was
How
going to
did
get this deep.
How did we
It's
miss
in the
that
top
one?
4.
That's an obvious dark
How
horse.
have I jigged that one up?
Pup a million times.
You mean Idols?
Artists.
Idols, sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah, it
not
is every
Metallica.
time.
It's Idols. It's Idols. If it's Master of Puppets, it's Master of Puppets. But
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
It's Ride the Lightning. It's their
I would
second
still-
best album, probably.
I'd still put Joy over Master of Puppets. Hot take.
Me too.
There.
Me too.
That's big.
There you go.
Cool. All right. Well, we had the most predictable ending
Again.
to this, just
Again.
like we did in the first season. Fuck. Maybe this is flawed. But we had some fun along the way, didn't we?
Yeah.
No, it's not flawed. This just proves
This was
yet
a
again,
lot close. Yeah.
It just proves yet again that we're right.
Hey, it's our podcast. You have beef with it, make your own bracket.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
1v2. Pup, the 1 seed, with a score of 29 out of 30. The dream is over. It's going up against the 2 seed, Joy is an Act of Resistance by Idols, 27 out of 30. I have the track listing for both here. Should we read it out?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Pup, the dream is over. It kicks off with, if this tour doesn't kill you, I will. Into DVP.
Great one.
Number
Iconic.
3, Ricky Ponting, is Doubts.
Yeah.
Great.
The
track.
4,
So heavy.
Sleep in the Heat. 5, The Coast. 6, Old Wounds. 7, My Life is Over and I Couldn't Be Happier. Joe Willis, when he brought this album onto the show, said that song was the song that changed it for him. Can't Win, Familiar Patterns, what a freaking outro, and Pine Point. And then
God, those
Idols,
songs are so good.
yeah, Idols, we got Colossus. Oh, that's an opener and a half.
Oh
Never
my
Fight a
God.
Man with a Perm.
Oh.
I'm Scum, Danny Nadelko, Love Song, June, Samaritans, Television, Great. You love that song, eh, Brad? Great.
I loved Great. Yeah.
Graham Rock, Cry to Me, Rottweiler.
So they've got the same amount of duds, I think. Not that they're duds, but I would say that Graham Rock is not the best ever song, but it's still good.
Yeah.
But it's
What's your dud off the Pup album?
Pine Point maybe?
Jeez.
Like it's
Pup fan? Okay.
it's pretty good.
Jeez.
That's
Damn,
it's pretty good.
son.
Oh, sorry.
I
no,
understand
the coast.
where you-
Sorry, that's what I meant. The coast, not Pine Point.
Okay.
The coast. The other
okay.
kind of, which I liked at the time.
Canadian call.
I liked it when we listened to it, but I would still probably... It's not up to the same level as the other ones are. And I don't think Graham Rock is up to the same level as the other ones are. But the rest of both of those albums are completely, like, so consistent and so good.
So consistent. This is hard.
I'm
I
going to
like
say... no, you go. I've already made my mind up, actually. So don't worry. You guys go.
Yeah.
You
You
say
go.
stuff.
You go, Sani.
I don't know who I'm choosing yet. I'm just trying to talk myself into it. I think the production on the Idols album is maybe better because it suits the songs better. However, the Pup... Actually, no, fuck that. The Pup production is so perfect for the songs. It's so raw and live. Ah, man.
I think
Adam, just say who you're going, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's Idols. As you probably could predict. The Idols album, I think, like, I loved that Pup album when it came out. Actually, no, when I first listened to that Pup album, I didn't get it as much. And it took me a little while, and then I was like, oh yeah, I love this album. Probably because it is, at the end of the day, it's punk rock music with pretty pop punk leanings. It's a pretty unique voice, but a lot of the songs are about pretty overdone things, but they're done really well. Don't get me wrong. But the Idols album, like conceptually, that hasn't been done in punk rock before. Like no one's sung about like toxic masculinity and things like that to the same effect, and like so overtly, specific about things that are usually, pretty masculine bands like shy away from. So I think that's a pretty important thing right now. So I think the Idols album is going to stand the test of time. In like 20 years, people will all be remembering that album, whereas the Pup one might fall to the wayside a little bit, just because it's not as important. So there you go. I'm saying the Idols album's more
in all
important.
those bits, and I think the inner musos and like in all of us like the Pup album for its compositions and instrumentals.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't wanna
It
take
is so
anything away
good.
from that.
There's no punk album that I like the music side of it more.
No, definitely not.
Wait, Brad, before you continue,
Yeah.
are you about to say who you're going to pick?
Nah.
Joe-
I'm just putting some stuff out there.
All right, keep going.
I'm
Continue.
just
Keep
dishing
going.
right
Keep going.
And I think for Idols, just the lyrical content is just more important and more will also stand the test of time, and is something that needs to be heard by people, I think, as well. You could spend your whole life not listening to this Papa album and things wouldn't change that much. But
Whereas-
after listening to this Idols album, you feel like you want to be a better person and you want to take note of different things.
Yeah.
It's things that he's talking about, things that Joe Talbot is talking about. So, in saying that, God, I love that Puff album, and God, we love that Puff album, and that's our sort of like personal thing as well. So, God, it's hard. Saini,
It is
off to
hard.
you. I'd end the mic to you.
I just keep looking at this track listing on both, and I think the Idols album I can't listen to in every setting. That Pup album I can put on anytime, any place.
I don't
I
reckon.
think that's not what we're discussing though. Which one's
Nah.
better?
I know.
I think
but
that's
I'm just
important.
thinking, to me,
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
I
Fucking hell, I don't know, eh?
You should judge them both on if you were thinking critically about either of them, and actually properly listening, rather than that's not what they're there for. Is for they're not for putting in the background.
I
Meant
think
to listen to both.
I think I say this every week on the podcast, but I listen to music for big hooks, big catchy things that I can grab onto, and that Pup album, every single line I want to sing back.
Are you kidding?
And it
Danny,
yeah. No, and
Danny, like I understand.
no, but no,
that's
shush.
Okay.
Every song though, every line, every song. There's a few songs on that Idols album that I didn't want to like get into as much. Like yeah,
Danny
Grand
I
Rock.
think that's
which is
Idol's
like
strongest point,
chanting.
that they can do that even
Yeah.
more.
I would say that you've just said the thing that makes Idols what they are. Like they're singing about these social justice issues, but they make it sound like they're like sports drinking songs. Some of them, they sound like they're being sung by a footy team, but they're about toxic masculinity, and that's the genius of it. That is the genius, is that they're kind of making fun of themselves, I guess.
You might be convincing me here, Adam.
Yeah, like that's the best part of it. Is it like Danny Nedelko is a song about including refugees, but it's sung like a song that would be sung on a football field.
Yeah.
Which a lot of those sports fans would not normally agree with. And that's
No,
that's the
100%.
genius.
Yeah, that is true. They are very genius.
God.
I do like a lot of the Pup lyrics though as well.
I love the Pup lyrics as
If
well.
this tour
but
doesn't kill you, I will. So tongue in cheek.
smart, but it's just not as
Different, definitely not as
it's
meaningful.
not on the same scale.
No. Brad, you say yours. I don't know.
I think it's almost unfair because we've had a big history with Pup. And
Yeah.
for me, Idols, this has been a thing that started this year.
Pup's the ex-girlfriend. Idols is the new girl.
Town. Yeah. But if you use that logic, then you'd say that Idols is better. And I'm not saying that at all. So,
All right, Brad.
I feel like, unfortunately, I think I might have to say Pup.
Fuck. Shit.
Even
the other
though
day.
that's just personally for me though. I know Idols probably the better album.
We could talk about this for
Yeah.
hours. I think we got to wrap it up. I think we got to put a pin in this
Oh,
bracket
it's so
episode.
hard. Nah, I take mine back. Will you say yours? Yours probably Pup as well.
All right,
Yours is
fine. You
probably
can be the
Pup.
decider because as much as I want to say Idols for everything Adam's
Yeah.
just said, I know if I say Idols, I will walk away from this recording and be like, I wasn't true to myself and
Yeah.
what I love most, and I got to go.
I
Pup.
think
I
that's
gotta
the
go,
same
dream
point
is
for me.
over.
That's what
I
I'm
gotta
saying.
go to
for
the
mine
dream
as
Is
well.
that what
Yeah.
we're doing, but are we just doing what we personally like? Or are we
No,
doing
well,
what the,
I'm
we're doing what we think
the last
best
round.
album is?
The last
Are we-
round, I fucking love Metallica, and I chose Idols over it.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
why aren't you following suit
Because
with
I
that
think
then?
it was no. because I thought that Idols album was better than Ride the Lightning.
Yeah.
This time, I do think the Pup album is better than Idols. And
Do you?
I just got to go with it. Everything you said, incredibly true, and you actually nearly teeted me, Idols, but I got to go Pup. I got to do it. And I hate it because it's the 1 seed, but I got to do it.
Yeah, we can't keep it's a 1 seed for a reason.
All right,
is.
Brad, what are you
Oh.
doing?
That's true.
I already said it. I think it's got to be Pup.
Are we locking in Pup?
Yeah,
2 to 1?
Let's do it. Sorry,
There you
Adam.
go.
That's like your
Ah, that's
favorite
all
song.
right.
Here
I
we
gave-
are.
I gave both of these albums a 10, so I don't mind. But there you go.
Yeah.
Damn, there it is. Pup, the dream is over. The 1 seed. It was raging favourites to win this, but it actually had some pretty tough matchup. Let's go back and look at the run that the winner had.
Yeah.
Pup, it beat Kiss Chasey, Hymns for the Non-Believer. Then it beat Lush by Snail Mail. Then it beat Cardinal by Pinegrove.
I thought that was
then
going to win.
Joy is an Act of Resistance by Idols. That is like 4 huge dubs.
Yeah.
So
Damn,
it
what
did
a
pretty
run.
well.
Wait,
What a run.
Would you put Pinegrove over Idols, Brad?
Yeah.
So that was your
I would.
top pick?
That was my number 1. I wanted
I
to
reckon
Whoa.
I probably would have put Pinegrove
Yeah.
over Idols as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe. It would have come close.
I've
There you
become
go.
a bit of a sook in these past 6 months as well. So I was like, Pinegrove. Yeah.
It is a
would
great
be the
album.
one. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Especially
I'm
right
very
now.
happy with that top 3.
Yeah.
That I
We've
backed.
Hey,
done
I'm happy with the top 4. Metallica snuck in out of nowhere. The
should've
11th
gone to-
seed has snuck into the top 4.
That should have gone to bed early.
Yeah. It just kept fighting.
Let's wrap it up. We've been going for
Yeah,
do it.
let's bring this home. Pup has won the bracket episode. Hey, throughout the week on our social media pages, which you can follow at Record Royale, we said we're giving away a record, and guess what? We're going to draw it right now. All right, Brad, give us a number between 1 and 35.
I think I said 21 last time. So I'll go 10.
All right,
10 out of
let me
10.
have a look. All right, can I, Bradley the editor, insert a drum roll. Here we go. Sam Murphy. There it is. He's won the
Nice.
record. Hey,
fan.
Sam, after you hear this bad boy, shoot us a message on whatever platform you want, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we'll sort you out with a record of your choice, baby.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
for
Megadeth one,
listening.
baby.
That's right.
Let's
That can be a
go.
gift. That can be yours. Christmas is coming up around the corner. That's it. Hell yeah.
Wow, season 2 over.
I feel like, buddy, Father Christmas. That's right. Season 2 is done.
I feel like
Know
we're
what's
not,
next?
everyone's a bit sad right now.
No,
Wait, that
not
took
sad.
that took a bit out of me.
Yeah.
I need to go have a nap.
Yeah, I need to
Emotionally drained.
keep
Mm.
moving.
I guess
wasn't as angry. I wasn't as angry as the last one.
Yeah, I come out on top both times because I've chosen the win, like pretty much. I got my avalanches. Now I've got my pup. So maybe
I
next
chose the winner
season
this time too. as
Yeah.
well.
I'll
It's
get
nice
smashed
to
next
be
time.
on the winning side.
Mm.
Well, let's see how season 3 bracket ends up because we're
Yeah.
kicking it off next week. That's right,
Woo.
with a big one. My guy, our guy, Daniel Seymour from Brisbane bands Columbus and Waxflower, two
Huge.
absolute freaking ripper bands.
Mm.
He's coming on the show, and we are doing the Wonder Years and their album Suburbia, I've Given You All, and Now I'm Nothing, and Title Fight's debut album Shed.
So keen.
Freaking,
So cute.
have you listened to these yet?
No.
I haven't. I've
Pretty
been looking
good.
for a title. Probably. Have you guys heard Floral Green? Surely.
Yeah.
That's a.
No.
I've never actually looked at any other title fight besides that album, so I'm super keen on this one.
Hell yeah, I'm very keen to kick that off. All right, we are
Man.
done and dusted after a big draining bracket episode. Thanks so much for season 2.
Woo.
Right back here next week, season 3. We'll see
Hell
you
yeah.
there. All
Yeah.
right,
Bye,
see you
guys.
later.